everybody, it's Lon.TV, and we're back with your weekly wrap-up. We had a major channel milestone this week. 15,000 subscribers have subscribed to the channel. They hit that red button right there, and I really appreciate all of you for doing that. And in fact, I think by the end of the week, we'll be at or over 16,000 subscribers. So things are really cooking, and I really appreciate it. It's been so much fun doing these gadget reviews and having so many people interested in them that they're subscribing. So it's really motivating me to continue working as hard as I am to provide good content for you. I also appreciate everyone sharing my content with their friends and family because that helps grow the channel as well. I also want to thank Bengt Serberman, who's our latest Patreon supporter. And Patreon is a system where you can contribute on a monthly basis to the channel monetarily. And it helps because I'm able to offset some of the costs of buying things to review and then reselling them. So every little bit helps, and I really appreciate Bengt and the other 6 Patreon supporters who have contributed along the way. I also have a tip jar at Lon.TV through the YouTube fan funding program, and you can contribute there on a one-time basis as well. So Lon.TV for the tip jar and Lon.TV/Patreon for a Patreon contribution. So we're going to start getting into some of that space coverage I talked about a few weeks ago because NASA is really picking up the pace now of commercial space development. They picked SpaceX and Boeing to be the 2 companies that are going to manage sending astronauts to the International Space Station on NASA's behalf. And this is a big deal because this is the first time that NASA is not going to own the spacecraft that are going to take these people up into space. And that also means that there will be 2 active spacecraft available to NASA at any given time that can carry humans. This is the first time in space program history, probably for any country, where there have been 2 separate space vehicles primed and, or at least close to primed and ready to go. And that's going to be a big deal for speeding up development because if something happens to one of those vehicles and they have to take it offline, they can switch to the other one. They're also developing a 3rd vehicle called the Orion, which is a deep space capsule and living quarters that will eventually take astronauts to Mars. In the interim, they're going to go out into deep space and be a little bit beyond the moon's orbit and then go over to an asteroid and then to Mars. But that's a big deal, too, because if all of those other 2 systems fail, they do have a 3rd fallback as well. So a lot of exciting development with the NASA space program, and we are going to be following that closely over the next couple of months, or maybe even the next couple of years. And I hope to get down in December to see the launch of the Orion test flight, which is not going to be manned, but they are going to send an Orion test capsule, which is fully flight ready and complete with all of its systems up into space. They're going to orbit around the Earth real quick and then slam it back into the atmosphere at 20,000 miles an hour. It's going to be really cool to watch that. We're not going to actually see that part, but we are going to see the launch, and I'm hoping to get down there in December for that. So cool stuff. But back to gadgets. The iPhone 6 came out this week, which I reviewed, and I decided to do a review about whether or not people should upgrade from their prior iPhones as opposed to just doing a regular review of the phone. And the reason is that a lot of times, for these really hot products, I am a very small voice and a very big C, so I like to try to customize my review that's a little bit more search-friendly for folks that are thinking about upgrading, perhaps, and wanting to know how this might compare to the other iPhones. And so far, the video's been doing pretty good, so I think I'm going to, for those really, really hot products, kind of focus on that. But if there are things that I missed or you want to see more, definitely ask below, either here or on that video, and I'll be happy to do follow-up videos as time goes on. But I'm really, very mindful of the fact that I have a lot of people coming in for search, so I want to be able to serve them, but also want to serve you, the subscribers, who might be a little bit more technical. So definitely keep those suggestions coming, and I'll check those out. Reviews this week: the HP Stream PC. It is a Windows PC that's priced at about the price of a Chromebook. So we looked at that Lenovo last week. This is a new one from HP. It's a little bit smaller. It's got an AMD processor, which I don't think I've seen yet in one of these really inexpensive notebook PCs. So we're going to check out that Stream PC. That's probably going to be reviewed tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be up by the end of the weekend. We also have that NAS 101 thing I wanted to do. I hope to get that done tomorrow as well. And then we've got a bunch of odds and ends. I have like a whole pile of stuff that I just haven't gotten to yet because I keep getting all these hot products in that I want to get out quickly. So we'll be seeing probably a lot of lightning reviews and some other things as well, provided I have enough time to get to those in the coming week. So lots to do, but I'm going to keep cranking away. And again, I really appreciate everything all of you have done by hitting that subscribe button, by contributing via the tip jar or on Patreon, and just providing really good insight and feedback for the videos that I'm producing, because that really does help me guide my content and make it better. This is Lon.TV, and thank you for watching.